Welcome to the Yeah We Know podcast, part of the Marinos Podcasting Network. You're in the ring with Jimmy and Rod. Rod. Damn it. Chris King's here too. What am I doing? Chris, you're here. I didn't think you were, but you're here now. So we got to do the whole intro again. What the hell?
Do you not see his? I mean, he does blend in a little bit. His skin's pretty white. And he's got a white shirt on, and he's got that white background there.
Very white.
I'm leaving this in. Whatever.
He's like Powder the podcaster over there.
We'll do it.
You know
We'll
what?
do it live.
Producer says do better. Rod, what are you hot about today?
You know what I'm hot about, Jim? I'm hot about the fact that we can't have Night of the Champions just this weekend. Come on. We're going to have a Preakness winner. We're going to have a PGA championship winner this weekend. Why can't we just have Night of Champions this weekend? Because I am on the edge of my seat, Jimmy. My guy Seth Rollins is fighting for the belt, and they are giving him a big, glitzy, glossy, multi-part interview with Corey Graves. We're doing it as a video package during Raw. We're teasing more of it that's to come next week. Come on, my guy's getting a huge push. What could I possibly be hot about, Jim?
Your boy was in the Bears schedule release video. Are you kidding me right now? An amazing run for Seth Rollins. Can he beat AJ Styles, though, at Clash of Champions? Chris King, are you looking forward to this match?
Yeah, I am, and I think it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to put that belt around Rollins. They are making a hard push on Rollins right now. The reason he's doing these multi-part interviews that are off-site is because not only is he making did he show up in the Bears schedule release video and did a fantastic job, by the way. He is also now an official member of the MCU. He is going to be in the next Captain America movie, and that's why he is not live for these couple weeks. He is the next big name in the WWE. They need to get some gold around that man's waist.
Dude, you know what's going to happen? This is so funny. They're going to give him the working man's championship belt, and he's going to be gone for 2 months again because he's doing reshoots.
Did we just have to induct a new member to the Seth Rollins fan club? Chris King, what a promo you just cut for my guy right there.
You enjoyed that, didn't you, Rod?
All right, I'm going to bring you both down right now. So they're pushing Seth Rollins all over the place. Maybe like it would be a good finish to the story at Night of Champions, where it's obvious who's going to win the championship match. It has to be Seth Rollins, because who else could you put? You can't put the belt on AJ Styles. It's a Raw championship. He's on SmackDown. What, are they going to move him over and then move the entire OC over? You're damn right they are. AJ Styles is winning this, boys. Just to let you know. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jimmy, man, like, can I call in sick if that happens? Can I call in sick for the Night
We're
of
going
Champions
live the
show?
second the hand comes down for 3 or he taps out. I don't even care what day it is. I don't care what time it is. We're going live, and it's going to be silence for 20 minutes and just hearing as Rod hits his head against the table.
I pick up the strangest enemy sometimes when Seth gets locked in these battles, right? Like, I got nothing against AJ Styles. Like, I don't want none. You know what I mean? I'm definitely scared of him. I don't want none. You know what I mean? So I got nothing against AJ Styles, but if he beats my guy, I'm going to be scared. And Jimmy, not only did you lay out a great case there about the whole chaos and trade back and forth, because I loved, by the way, that Paul Heyman had a visitor sticker on his cell phone when he showed up on Monday Night Raw there just to stand at the top. But because the Paul Heyman joke, I just threw myself off there. What was I going to say? Chris, you got to go.
You were, well, now, yeah, Chris, are you scared of AJ Styles?
I mean, I don't want any either. I'm not jumping in the ring with him. Listen, AJ Styles is a legit veteran superstar in the WWE. You really can't go wrong with putting the belt on him. You know he's going to be there every week until he gets hurt again. But
you know why he's a legit superstar? Because he just beat the 2023 Andre the Giant winner, Bobby Lashley, straight up in the middle of the ring.
That is a great transition. So last week we talked about the matches on Raw. This week we should hit a little bit on the matches on SmackDown. So we had AJ Styles, Edge, and Rey Mysterio. I think a lot of us thought Edge was going to come out on top on that, just because it would have been an interesting story moving forward. Again, we don't finish stories in WWE. WWE messes them up. But I thought this was a solid matchup. Rod, I know you had some comments on the triple threat.
I just thought it was an absolute banger of a match, right? Like we talk about it so often, Jim. Like there's storylines that we need to further. There's guys that can cut promos. There's little bits we have to do backstage. All of those things have to happen. We got to try to catch up people who don't watch all the time. I get all of that. But ultimately, we need to have good matches. And so if you can give me a good match that carries through a couple of commercial breaks and has me on the edge of my seat with a near fall, and then I think the ending is pretty cool, that's great, right? Those are the kind of feelings we all sometimes only get at premium live events. So if you can pull off one of those on either a Raw or a SmackDown, I'm into it. And the other thing I think that needs to be pointed out about this match is we got all of those feelings from guys who are in their late 40s. Okay. All of these guys have had plenty of years to build up that ring charisma, build up that ring cachet, all of the above. So it's great that we got that match, but it's also like, damn, these guys probably can't keep doing it for too many more years here. Who's the generation behind them? I couldn't help but be slapped with that thought during the tournament on SmackDown, Jimmy.
Chris King, we had 3 guys in that match, as Rod said. One is already in the Hall of Fame. Oh, another one is already in the Hall of Fame. One is going to retire, and the other is AJ Styles, who you said has been hurt quite a lot recently. I thought it was a solid match overall. I think the right person won, especially how the rest of the night came out.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And it was. You have 3 essentially Hall of Famers for the most part banging it out in that match, and it was a great match. There were no flubs, no mistakes that I could see. It was a great match.
There was a couple of guys got tired.
Well,
whoa! Speaking of getting tired,
they are almost as old as me,
on
so I can't blame them for that. I mean, both those 3-way matches were good. I did kind of see the Theory Lashley match going the way it did. Let Lashley get one over on Theory because he hasn't been able to. So that seemed a little bit predictable of an end for me, but it was still a great match.
How about all this blood in WWE with with Lashley getting cut open again, and in that championship match in the finals of the tournament where AJ won, clean over Lashley, by the way, which I think says a lot.
Way surprised. Very surprised
it was that clean over Lashley. But he was busted open again. Lots of blood in WWE recently.
Well, I mean, again, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal went down clean in the ring to a guy who just came back. You know what I mean? Like they continue to try to make us think that Bobby Lashley is a big deal, but then not do anything big deal with him. So I feel bad for my guy Bob Lashley sometimes, but AJ Styles, I'm not against it, but I'm of course against him beating my guy Seth Rollins.
So that brings us to Raw, where we got to see a huge announcement being made, where it is going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who is now allowed to go to Saudi Arabia. So, you know, I'm glad everything's okay there. Going against not the Usos,
because I'm not so sure they are allowed to go to Saudi Arabia.
To go there, but Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for the tag team championships. Is Roman Reigns coming out here with 4 belts?
No, can't. I'm saying no because I think they can.
It'd be hilarious. I'm not going to lie.
But I'm not going to. I guess I wouldn't be surprised. I think it'd be the most ridiculous thing in the world to give him 4 belts. But I've seen them do ridiculous things before. But I also see it as a chance for them to get somebody over on Roman, have Roman lose a match, and not have it affect his 2 world titles.
Roman's not getting pinned though. The Solo's there to get pinned. If Roman's not winning, Solo's taking the pin.
I don't know about that.
Well, but see, this is an interesting point because Roman, did this huge promo on the Usos saying how they lost, they're losers, da 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 da. Well, what if Roman does get beat? What if he does get beat?
No way. I don't see it. I don't see the tribal chief on his back for anybody anytime soon.
Well, and 2, you've got to remember that Reigns is SmackDown, Owens and Zayn are Raw, so it doesn't really make much sense for one of them to pin him because then that would usually set up a championship match down the road. Oh, wait, they can do whatever they want because it doesn't really matter on the draft. So
I would
he
love to
had that.
see all those belts for Roman, though, right? Do we get like some sort of a shoulder pad extension for Heyman to carry all of them down to the ring for Roman, right? Then do we have Roman maybe go for the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship as well? Just see how many belts we can give him. I'd be down for that. Why not piss everybody off? That'd be great.
The belt collector. I like it. Nakamura did beat The Miz in a match that no one really cared about. Until the end, there was some pretty decent back and forth. Nakamura, I think this is just the next stepping stone. He needs to get up there, maybe for a Gunther Intercontinental Championship again. And we've kind of seen that before, but always hard hitting. Always love that. Speaking of IC title, pretty interesting win for Ali in that Royal Rumble, in that Battle Royal, Rod.
I was cursing the Battle Royal to you gentlemen in our wrestling group thread where I was like, this is garbage. Nobody wants to see a Battle Royal for a number one contender. And then when Ali came out on top, I was like, okay, cool. Sell me the underdog story, right? If you're going to have a Battle Royal, give me that kind of an answer, right? Because it's obvious to have Bronson Reed win it or one of the other big guys in there win it. You know what I mean? Oh, you can't get him out of the Battle Royal, or Dolph Ziggler pulling his crap again where he's like hanging outside the ring and all that stuff, So the Ali win, I liked it. It was a bit of a curveball. I think it's kind of pandering-esque a little bit that you're giving Ali a championship match for Night of the Champions, but, what are you going to do?
It's something different, and it's not like Gunther's going to lose anyway, right, Chris?
Yeah, they're not letting that belt leave him.
Yeah, he's one of 5 people that have like the longest streak ever of something going on right now. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus, they're going to kind of quicken this match up. It's a Night of Champions match, which kind of stinks because I think they have to wear the non-traditional wrestling attire still in Saudi Arabia. So that might hurt the match a little bit. I'm not really sure where they're going with that.
It always looks like a slumber party sort of when they have to wear that gear. You know what I mean? We're not being misogynist here. We're just saying it looks a little weird because they just seem out of place because they're not wearing what they normally wear in the ring. That's the only reason we mention it.
And yeah, of course. And it's something we haven't seen in a while, a duplicate match again, which, hi Vince, you're back. Dominic against Xavier Woods. Dominic gets the win again. It's kind of a nothing match, but Dominic is still hated by everyone, which is a good thing, right, Chris?
That's one of the best things going for the WWE right now is the amount of hate that he generates. The crowds don't even let him talk in the ring. It is fantastic.
Indus Sher, Veer, and Sangha with your boy, my boy, former world champion Jinder Mahal as their manager. Hey, I'm fine with it. I love it. Big tag teams, fantastic. Love it.
Did Sangha kidnap Sankey, the big guy who was dancing? Like, did he kidnap that dude to then like be down with Veer? And then what happened to Veer? Like, couldn't be tamed by anybody. But none of it really matters. I'm kind of down with this new tag team as well because get them up against the Viking Raiders right now. Let's go. Big, meaty men slapping meat.
That's a great tagline.
Big, meaty men slapping meat. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar are going to have another fight in Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure what kind of fight that's going to be. They are just going to fight with each other. And I'm sure it will be bloody.
It's gonna be the first ever sand pit fight where they're literally gonna be fighting above a sand pit. Where then what is it? What's one of the sand monsters that comes out and eats people in Star Wars? Chris?
The Sarlacc.
There you go.
That's my boy right there. Hey, speaking of people that Rod love, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey. We're back. They are going after those women's tag team titles. It looks like Rousey's doing a little bit better, still a little bandaged up there, but I think this is more of a SummerSlam thing coming up, guys.
Shout out to our guy Mark Allen, the Cleveland Crippler. We love him so, but I do not love Shayna Baszler. There's just everybody's got to have a wrestler that when they come on the screen, you're just like, and that's exactly what happens for me every time Shayna Baszler shows up on screen.
It does feel like the tag team of Blazer and Rousey is probably the most legitimate women's tag team out there. I mean, they're very similar. They look like they work together well.
Why? Because Shayna wears a leather jacket? That's why?
No, they're stronger than most of the other girls in the women's division.
If Ronda Rousey's the baddest woman on the planet, why is she always making the girl in the leather jacket do the dirty work?
Because she has seniority over Blazer, right?
It's a jacket, not a blazer. But anyway, I think that I just listen. Whatever. It is what it is. It's the women's tag team division. Like,
Eat it, Mark. Nobody likes Baszler.
it's fine. No, I love Baszler. I just don't care about the tag team division.
I love Mark. I just got to give my guy some crap every once in a while.
Oh, we also have to talk about real quick on SmackDown when, hey, Vince McMahon's back. If you're in your hometown, you're getting effed over. Asuka, bad Asuka comes and spits in the face of Bianca Belair. It just shows me that they don't have anybody else ready to face Bianca Belair, and they're going to bring out Asuka again, who was fantastic, one of my favorite wrestlers. Love Asuka, but there was a time for Asuka to win the championship, and it's not going to be at Night of Champions if that's it, or at SummerSlam.
Can we stop with the green mist as well, please? Can we stop with the green mist? Because I don't understand how in the world Asuka can keep it in her mouth for that long, but if it touches Bianca Belair's eyes, it's that damaging. I don't understand how eyes, mouths don't have a whole lot of the same nerve endings, holes, ways into the bloodstream in the body that it wouldn't be damaging to both. So stop with mist.
It's a Spider-Man No Way Home situation. Okay, this version of Asuka has it like it's in her cheeks. And it comes out. Okay, so she doesn't.
You're telling me it's like that dinosaur in Jurassic Park that sprays.
Yes, that is exactly what the situation is. So it's not going to hurt her. It's part of her being, Rod.
It's part of her being. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize that when Asuka painted whiskers on her face that this metamorphosis took place.
Yeah, the old Asuka just put a gel cap in her mouth right before she spit it out, but this one is actually a part of it. So it's that part of the multiverse.
Well, then by all means, she should beat Bianca Cena then.
All right, let's talk about Night of Champions. We've got a couple weeks, another week actually to go. But Rollins and Styles for the World Championship. I think that's going to be a banger. Lesnar and Rhodes, Owens, Zayn versus Roman and Solo, Gunther versus Ali, Becky versus Trish, and Rhea probably versus someone like a Natty. Or something like that, just to kind of get them over. Natty's
they love Natty in Saudi Arabia. She fights every year in Saudi Arabia.
She does. Think that looks like a pretty good card for Night of Champions, guys.
I mean, it is what it is. The Saudi Arabia pay-per-view is always kind of, remember Goldberg and Bobby Lashley were literally going to kill each other, and then the match was like 3 minutes, and neither one of them died. So I mean, they always give us a whole bunch of, oh my God, can you believe? And then pretty much nothing.
Well, we're kind of guaranteed a new champion here. I hope, Chris.
Oh, look at you!
What if they don't get a new champion in Rollins and Styles?
What if we see Austin Theory come out with like a Money in the Bank briefcase that's just like all beat up and whatnot? And he's like, no, turns out I actually didn't cash it in before. This is actually it, and somehow he gets it because Vince is back.
Oh, wouldn't that just be the worst?
I was cheated in the triple threat match, right? It comes out something like that.
Well, we have a lot to talk about for next week's show. Vince is back. He's going to be there forever until he dies, I believe is what the new owner said, or he retires.
We've got this new black hair and this new black mustache, Jimmy. So apparently he's aging backwards. So we could have him for a whole bunch more years.
He is a young man. And before we go, I know this is not our sports podcast, but I did forget to mention this. Doyle Brunson, the godfather of poker himself, passed away this week at 89 years old. He won the 76 and 77 World Series of Poker, both with a 10-2, which became the Brunson Doyle Brunson's hands. I thought that was kind of cool to see all the love showed for him this year.
Our guy, the handicapper, Josh Williams, would certainly want to shout him out here. Mr. Williams is a big poker player as well. So, yeah, R.I.P. to the legend, one of the few poker players I could name, and I know nothing about poker.
Listen, when the World Series of Poker started making it on TV, there is a big reason why it became successful, and Doyle Brunson is one of those reasons. I became enamored with him as soon as I learned his story, a little bit of his backstory. And apparently he has those 2 books out that are must reads for any poker player out there. For sure. The guy is a legend. He is a Hall of Fame poker player. And from everything that I've read or heard, an upstanding citizen and wonderful man. So rest in peace.
Super System 1 and 2, I believe, are the books you're talking about, Chris.
Yeah.
Yes, and speaking of super, I would be remiss to not mention superstar Billy Graham, who is fighting for his life right now as we record this. If you like Hulk Hogan, if you like colorful entrances, if you like Jesse Ventura back in the day, that was superstar Billy Graham's influence there. Really bigger than life character. Sold out Madison Square Garden, I think 9 or 10 times. I mean, every time he went there, he sold it out, and that was big back then because you sold out matches based on sold out arenas based on the matches and based on the number one guy, and he was it. So there's that too.
Superstar Billy Graham had one of those great goatees too, man. Like just one of the great facial hair situations going on with Superstar Billy Graham because he was way advanced by the time I first came aware of him, but it was still great facial hair.
And with that, you've been listening to the Yeah We Know podcast, part of the Morgan You Knows podcasting network. You're in the ring with Jimmy, Chris, and Rod.
Come for the somewhat wrestling knowledge and stay for the absolute acute facial hair breakdowns here on the Yeah We Know podcast.
Goodbye, Internet.